Good morning and a very good day to everyone. On this week lab session, we will be doing on the topic of identifications of minerals. So the objectives of this lab session is to give exposure to students with different types of minerals in which you are required to identify the characteristics of minerals based on their properties such as color, streak color, luster, hardness, magnetism, and their chemical classifications. So you need these two materials for this lab session. First one is the mineral collection set and the deluxe hardness peak set. So if you see from the mineral collection set, you may see various types of minerals, and these minerals are labeled with different numbers. So on each of the minerals they have different numbers, which the numbers is actually referring to the name of the minerals. So the names of the minerals you may find on the cover, on the box cover. Okay, so for example here we have mineral number 35, which if you look into the mineral list, mineral 35 refer to sodalite mineral. Okay, that is how you identify the mineral's name. Next one, you will have the deluxe hardness peak set. So this deluxe hardness peak set, they consist of white tiles, which we will use it to identify the streak color. Second one, they have the magnet that we will use to identify the magnetism. And the third one, you will have the hardness set tools that we will use it to identify the mineral hardness. Okay, so this is the instruction on how you're gonna identify the mineral characteristic. So after taking the mineral set collections and the deluxe hardness peak set, you're gonna identify the mineral based on their color, streak color, luster, hardness, magnetism, and chemical classification. So each group you are required to identify 15 types of minerals. So you may select 15 types of minerals from this mineral collection set. You also may use the Google to find information about the minerals, or also use the handbook of rocks and minerals. Then you're gonna record your data on this data sheet or table. So name of mineral, mineral picture, color, streak, luster, hardness, magnetism, and chemical classification. So each of the selected minerals, you should have taken the picture of it and put in your data sheet. So how do we identify the mineral's color? So for the mineral's color, this one can be observed or identified by physically looking at the mineral color itself. So just by looking on the minerals. Next one, we have the streak color. So the streak color, it refers to the color of the powder of the mineral. So how to identify this characteristic? You will use the white tiles that comes with the deluxe hardness peak set. So you're just gonna rub the minerals against the white tiles just now. So the streak color or the streak powder of the minerals will appear on the tiles. For example here, this mineral have a streak color of green emerald. It will appear on the white tiles. Okay, that is on the streak color. Next one, we move on to the hardness. So hardness refers to the resistance of a mineral when scratched. So how do we identify this characteristic is by using the hardness tool set. Okay, so you may see here these tools comes with different sharpness. Okay, you may see number 2 until number 9. So the increasing numbers of these tools indicate the sharpness of the tools. Okay, so how do we use these tools to identify the mineral hardness is, you're going to start with the lowest number of hardness tools, which is number 2. So you pick number 2 tools and then you scratch on the mineral. If the mineral able to be scratched, then the hardness level of it will be the lower number before 2. But if it's not able to be scratched, then you're gonna move on using the another tools, increasing numbers other than number 2. Okay, just now number 2, number 3, and number 4. These 3 tools unable to scratch the minerals. Okay, but when we use number 5, some of the mineral particles are loosened or comes out from the mineral itself. So we may say that the hardness of minerals is number 4. So you may put number 4 on the mineral hardness. Okay, so again, this one you're gonna start with the lowest number of tools. Okay, this one start with number 2. Number 2, it is unable to scratch. Then we move on to number 3. Also, number 3 unable to scratch the mineral. Then we move on to number 4. Goes the same with number 2 and 3 just now. But when we use number 5, some of the minerals particles start to lose from the minerals. Okay, or start to broken down from the minerals. So meaning to say, the hardness resistance of the minerals is at level 4. So you may put 4 at the hardness of this particular minerals. Okay, so that is for the hardness. Next one, we have the magnetism. So this property in mineral is important to determine whether the mineral contains an iron or not. So the test is especially useful to identify the mineral magnetite which contain a high percentage of iron. So meaning to say, if that particular mineral have the magnetism activity, that particular mineral contain high percentage of iron. So most of the mineral contain lower percentage of iron. So meaning to say the magnetism is lower or no magnetism. So you may put it as no. But if that mineral have magnetism, you may put as yes on your data sheet. Next one, we have the luster. So luster refers to the appearance of a mineral surface in reflected light. So how you're gonna identify the lusters of mineral is by using the flashlight of your phone. Okay, you're just gonna use the flashlight of your phone to observe the light reflections of that particular minerals. So for this one, the minerals is either metallic or non-metallic. Metallic refers to ability to reflect light, and non-metallic is that mineral is unable to reflect light. So if your mineral able to reflect light, you may put as metallic. If no, you may put as non-metallic. So quick ways to find the information is you may use the Google to find the information, or you may also use the handbooks of rocks and minerals. So you may find the minerals on page 46 onwards. So on this book, you may find some of the information such as the mineral name, chemical compositions, and the hardness. So you may use this information as your data for your table, for your result. Okay. However, not all the minerals are able to be able in these handbooks. Okay, still you need to use the deluxe hardness pick set, or by using Google to find the properties of your selected minerals. Okay, so all the data should be recorded with this datasheet 2.1 in the identifications of minerals, and all selected minerals should have the pictures of it. For example, on this report. Okay, so this is how your report should looks like. So each of the mineral selected should have the pictures inside your lab report later on. Okay, so kindly complete your lab session and make sure not to make too much noise during the lab session. Okay, and after completing all the identifications of minerals, kindly return the tools in front on the lecturer table. Kindly take your attendance on U feature as well. And thank you for your kind attention.